Hello Tubesters, it's me again, Gav. Another video. I'm not doing face to camera, you'll be pleased to hear. I've got the Panther at this stage and I just wanted to show you before I do the rest of the paintwork, probably on Sunday. I've got a mask off. I'm going to use some of that MIG, no, is it AK? I think I've got AK actually. AK, oh, you know, that black self-forming whatever you call it, putty stuff. So I just wanted to give you a quick update before I cover the rest of the paintwork up, because I just want to explain what I've done. So I've put a base coat, I've primed it in, can I get it, hang on, let's just move my Panther. I've used that as my primer. I always use this stuff, I think it's fantastic. You know, it says it's got microfiller in. I'll take their word for it. I know that's not being disrespectful. I just I don't. I've got some of the Mr. Colour 500 series and a couple of their others that if I want to put it down as a minor filler, I use that. But this stuff I love. It really is. It can be used on metal and plastic. I still in this case used the Mr. Colour primer, which I put on a brush on the tank barrel and on the photo etch brass parts, and then put this stuff over. I have put this stuff directly over before. I just wanted to do a belt and braces, and I wanted to see how the Mr. Colour primer worked, because I hadn't had that stuff before, because I've still got USS Lexington to build, which will be coming up soon, or soonish, and there's obviously a million bits of photo etch I've got for that, so I just wanted to see what the Mr. Colour was like. So yeah, primed with this. I've put a base coat down of a mix of making a black brown more or less. So you know, I did about four. I only do in small amounts rather than a big load that I waste. So I think as usual with me, each thing was a bit different. You know, probably about 3 of these, 2 of these, something like that, or 4 of these and 2 of these. But that's what I used rather than a stark black base coat. You can see what it looks like on the tracks, because I've done a base coat on the tracks. Can we see that? Sorry, I've got no other lights on today, just my painting lamp. But you know, let me have my viewfinder a bit. So that's what it looks like when it's on the tank. Now I've then gone over, sprayed the tank all over with that, and then I've used the this one. Yes, I can't remember the German name for it without turning things around and having a look, but I've used this over it. Now I've gone sparingly. I could have gone more heavy duty, but I wanted to leave a lot of like dingy shadows in there, because I will probably be doing some oil lightning with oils as well, so it's a bit of a just trial and error really, just to see what it looked like. So that's gone on now. These two will go on Sunday. I've run out of time, and I just want the rest of the, before I start sticking the putty over and maybe pulling it. I've used it before and it doesn't pull the paint off, but you know, I'm a bit dubious, so I thought we'll give it a break, Gav. There's still these holes. These holes don't appear, I don't believe, on a real Panther. So it's obviously something, I think, for that metal deck or something else. So I've annoyed myself in not filling them first. And I've also got something on the deck there which I may well put there should be a grab handle, I reckon, on there. I might be wrong, but I think it looks like there should be a grab handle on there. That doesn't show it on the instructions. If there isn't one, I will make one up with some wire, if that's what it's supposed to be. But yeah, so this is what she looks like. You can see the black brown underneath. I've put some photographs on at the end. As I say, I'm sorry to be a pain in the bum, keep putting all these videos up, but I'm never very successful with my modelling. I know it's just time served. You know, I did a load as a kid, but that was as a kid, you know. It's just like my painting. You know, I tell people you just got to do a lot of painting to get your skills up a lot of the time, and I understand that with the modelling. and it comes over as if I whinge all the time, and I probably do. But I set a high benchmark for myself, and obviously with my head problems as well, it tends to bring me down when things go wrong, or wrong a lot of the time. Something else I've just realised, great making videos, still haven't put that bit of cable in there, so that's going to have to be done. So I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do all the last little fix-ups tomorrow, so I can paint on. I mean, it's not as if it's going to be that colour anyway, and there's a small gap there that obviously it bust earlier on. So I'll do some stretch sprue on that, because that's your towing cable. But I like, as you can see, the how they give you some tonal variation there. I put, oh, I should have said, after I did the black brown, it would help, Gav, wouldn't it? Hang on a second. I used this, which I used it. I don't think I've actually. Oh, I have. Yeah, I've used it once on an airplane so far, which is the underneath of a RAF aircraft, RAF Sky. But I actually use it for Napoleonic trousers and the under highlight for the on top of the black brown. I just turn the pressure down. I still can't do really tiny, you know, I do practice, but I still can't do it really tiny bits without using a splatter mask, which I have got. But I was quite happy on this case just to do larger surface areas. So as you can see, it's lighter in places because I've put that RAF Sky on top of the black brown. I left it a bit more dingy underneath, obviously. Oh, sorry, I haven't locked I didn't want to move any paint off, so she's not actually locked in place. Well done, Gav. Come on, sit down now. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, there we go, guys. Just wanted to show you that. As I say, before I start putting any other colours on. And the next time you see her, she will be hopefully with the green. It's a very light green in that. When I did that tiger tank, I was surprised how light it was, because whenever I see it in books it's slightly darker, but I will be putting some different filters on and bits and pieces. So it's going to be interesting to see on such a small vehicle, do you keep it lighter, or do you I'm thinking of just doing it as if I would do a 1 in 35, how I'm learning to do it anyway. You know, I've got weathering pencils and different bits and pieces, so I'm just going to do that and see what it looks like. This is all hoping that these tracks, I know they look a bit rough and ready at the moment, but if they do fit round properly and sit halfway decent, then I'd definitely at some stage in the next couple of months get the young Panther, because I've really enjoyed that. So yeah, that's that, and then we'll quickly switch over to the nothing to show you on the soldiers. They were only primed earlier on when I primed the tank, but that's our 1 in 72 scale soldiers. There may be the odd glint of metal, hopefully not too much. But I've literally sprayed them upside down en masse on my cork bung here. Normally I'd do them singly, but I really just needed to get on, so I can see me having to dab some primer in places, but with a brush. But that's no big deal. There's our guy. I did shorten, which is the guy with the shortest legs. This guy here, he's the driver. He's going to be the driver. He was shortened by about 3 mil or 4 mil, something like that. With a junior hacksaw. It doesn't really bother me. As I say, these can be recycled around other vehicles when I do them. The crew figures and these guys won't be stuck to the vehicle. They'll just be sat on there, or at least, you know, maybe with a dabber white glue, or a dabber do Flintstones. No. A bit of blue tack or something underneath. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I won't show you all the foot figures, but there's our MG Gunner. MG Gunner needs his bipod, which I've completely lost, so I've got to put a bipod on the MG42, and he also needs a sling. The sling doesn't go from the butt, it goes from the handle, and it'll go over there and then just under, almost where his hand is. So I need to make a sling up for him. I think that's from that classic photo from the 12th Hitler-Jungland division when they're in Normandy. If anybody's seen that photograph of the MG gunner in his team. But yeah, there's our guys, and here's our, might be supposed to be Joachim Piper. There you go. I'm not saying he's Joachim Piper in the Dio. He's just going to be a divisional officer, but I think that's the one that's supposed to be Joachim Piper. And finally got me samurai figures. Bit out of, not really part of the video, but yeah, we got us. They were waiting for the primer to come out to get these guys done. So thank you very much. So I hope you don't mind this. This ain't getting too boring for you. Keep sticking Panther videos up. There will be, should have been Napoleonics today. They'll be up Saturday or Sunday. It was just I run out of time, and you know, it's just one of those things, unfortunately. But the naps will be coming up over the weekend. So thank you very much for stopping by and taking a look. Hope everything's going well with you, and we'll catch each other very soon on another video.